Morning, wannabe pointers. Yeah, sorry about yesterday. We're supposed to have shown you the finishing of Dave's wall, which you've done a really blinding job of. Yeah, so today we will show you. I'll run out of space on the phone memory-wise. So what I'll do is we'll do a block here today, and then we'll show you the whole thing of rubbing it down, churning it, and then polishing it up. So yeah, it's going to be bits and pieces. This I'm worked out how to sort of edit my videos together, clipping, but I'm not cutting no bits out. Even the bits I mess up or whoever balls up, it's in there. It's real life. It happens. You know what I mean? You can't help it. So I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to come back a little bit later. We'll get this wall pointed up. It's nothing you haven't seen before in my videos. Just want to see it pointing, just flick back on the videos, you'll find it. Rather than waste me memory on my phone, I want to try and cut a couple of bricks out today. I did promise you that yesterday. So yeah, lime mortar. See you in a minute. Right folks, we're back. I was going to give you a little video on how we do the rubbing in. So I've done the top part, so I'm going to do this little area here, just give you an idea of what goes into it and how to do it. As before, I mean, when we pointed this, you had all the rough edges and where the cement, or should I say, the lime mortar, has buried itself in the edge of the brick. So this process, basically, what you're doing is you're rubbing in a little bit of timber, and I'm just using a bit of old broomstick that was just cut down. I prefer using wood than metal. It tends to bring the aggregate to the top. So all we're doing is, you know, get it in between the perps and the bed, between the bricks. Rub it right down until you reach the brick, until you feel the brick. It's not rocket science, just get it in there, you'll feel the timber itself, hit the edge of the bricks. We're just removing the excess, putting a nice shape into the mortar. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. You can do the perks first, you can do your beds. There's no sequence. You can do every joint fine. Dave just finished doing his little bit of rubbing down along there. Done a blinding job of the wall. I'll show you that later. He's took like a duck to water, the boy, I'm telling you. Like a duck to water. there's going to come to a point when you're doing this that you'll find there's quite a wide bed. Just be a little bit careful there, don't push too hard, try and keep it sort of level, otherwise you're going to get a dip, you're going to be going along and all of a sudden you'll dip in. So yeah, just be a bit careful there. The churn brush will do the rest of the work for you. Don't worry about the edges at the moment because, like I say, the brush work finishes it off. Okay, then we come to the churn brush. That's your churn brush, or bucket brush as they call it. Masons have been using these for donkey's years. And all you're doing is you're gently tapping it. As I say, don't bang it as hard as you hit the old woman with the brush, you know what I mean? Gently.
She hits you.
Yeah, she hits me back, always does, Dave. Give her a juice. As you're churning, you'll see the mortar, the dust from the mortar that's falling from the edges of the bricks. Keep your eyes out for the perps that you miss. There's the old horse in the background there. Yeah, that's the missus. You're seeing these bricks with the white on. I've got to cut them out. That's going to be another video for you to watch there. Two different types of, or two styles of cutting out. One with a masonry drill and a drill, electric drill. And one with the all saw. So I'll do a little review on that. I've not really used it enough to sort of love it yet, but well, tell a lie, I'm loving it so far. Yeah, I think they're really good. Should have got one. Well, the 175 a long time ago. They're virtually the same as the 170s. Yeah, a bit expensive. That's the only downside. I think they're about 1,200 quid. But it cuts the labour down and it saves you on materials like bricks. You can cut the bricks out and turn them around. But like I said, that'd be another video. You can hire them, but unfortunately, there's not many around. I don't really notice a difference now. See where it's been churned. I'm going to leave that bottom course because that's not long been pointed there. I don't want to push too much rubbish in. Pushes the mortar into the joints and also cleans the edges of the bricks. That serves two purposes really. It's well worth doing it. You need to do it with lime if you ask me. It gives it a lovely finish. It brings the aggregate to the top and it's just a beautiful finish. Gives it like a country cottage look. Very nice. Especially if you've got dodgy brickwork. And when I say dodgy, I mean you've got bricks that are spawning at the edges and, you know, the churning processes are really good. good way of sort of blending it in. It's a dying tradition, churning. I think there's only a few that do it. There's a few good channels on YouTube, you know, good old builders, built and principles. So don't overdo it, don't sort of smash it, gently does it, little flips. When you churn this, you can actually see the little bits and pieces that you've missed. Just go back over them, you know, there's plenty of time before it goes off. Again, you want to leave it a good half hour, 40 minutes for this. Again, depending on weather, how quick this goes off. Well, not goes off, but starts setting. You do it too late and it's a bit of a nightmare to rub in, so yeah, just keep an eye on it. If it's cold, it'll take longer to go off. If it's a warm day when you're doing it. Windy, wind has a big part of it. If it's really windy, I like to cover it up sort of straight away. Some essing sacking, wet essing sacking, otherwise it dries out too white. It really goes white. It's not a science, it's some people think, you know, there's a lot involved in it, but not really. Common sense half of it. Have all that loose off. If you pass my plastering salt, please, then. Thank you. And then to finish it off, I rest the. It's like a plastering tool. I didn't upload that video because it cut out halfway. I ran out of memory. Yeah, so this is a plastering tool. Pick them up. They're about £2.95, something like that. I run it across the top of the brick, just resting on the top brick above, and just tilting it a bit. And I go like that. It puts a nice edge on the brick. It's what the client wanted. Not a bad choice. So, you know, you must have matched the original brickwork that was there. Makes the brick stand out really, really nice. I can't emphasise too much that, you know, if you want to take a project on yourself, like doing your house, if you've got a period house that's, you know, done in lime and want to rake it out and redo it, take your time. Don't rush the job, you know. Don't rush it. I'll bring the camera over in a minute and I'll show you what it looks like from a side angle. Makes the brick stand out really nice, really good finish. I enjoy doing it. Finishing touches. Is that right, Dave? Yeah, mate. The finishing touches. Bake the cake and put the icing on it. Take out the cake without jam filling, Dave. Jam and cream. Then we go over it and just polish it up. Sometimes you'll get a brick that's not quite square, and you get bits of lime. I don't know if I've got any up this side, have I? Like this, yeah. Just scrape the edge off. That's it. Down here. Finish it off. Right, that's it. That's the rubbing in method I use. Works for me. Okay, let's take this camera down. If I don't know if you can see that, the edges of the bricks. Use that pointing tool. So the edge of the brick here. Just sets it off. And this is what Dave did yesterday and today. So Dave's done this today. Dave has put a nice edge on that brick there. And this is his work that was done yesterday. Solid bit of work, that. Absolutely solid. First time. Yeah. Did the window reveal. I've got to do this one. I'll do this in a minute. Shouldn't take long. Then I've got the bricks to replace here. This one here, I've got to cut the bricks out. I've got to take these two bricks out and possibly that one there. So there's 3 bricks there to come out. This one here, that's got to be cut out. And then I've got this bit here to do. We should get this done today between the two of us, easy enough. And then we crack on around the side. So we've got the other end here. So we've got to do that bit there, and that's basically on this lift on the front side is it. That will be finished. Then we go up to the other end of the scaffolding. And I think it was on day 8. So it's a bit more windy around this side. So this is the last part of the pointing we've got to do around this. On the east side of the building. Probably about 7 or 8 bricks to change.